To the afternoon. I hope you're well and hope you're having a lovely day with us here at Hochanda. It's the right place to be, really, isn't it? If it's cold and wet outside, then to be inside with us doing a little bit of crafting and getting inspiration is definitely the place to be. We've got the lovely Hazel with us.
Oh.
Afternoon, Hazel.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Lots of good demos coming up. So
now,
yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about Pink Frog? Because we chatted earlier on today about the quality, but oh my goodness, we're already busy. Let's have a little chat, because if you have just joined us and you've not seen Pink Frog crafts before, let's have a chat about them, Hazel.
Okay, so a lovely small little family-run business set up in Chesterfield. I hope I said that right, because I'm useless with direction.
Yes.
It is up, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is, definitely up. Well done, Hazel. Pat on the back. Yeah, everything, all family, really nice family to work for. I've worked around with Andy for maybe 5-6 years now. So, yeah, we've got a good relationship built up and it just works.
Yeah.
You know, when something just fits.
Yes.
And that's what it does. He has got a heart of gold and so has Gwen. So, really lovely couple to work for.
Oh, well, if you're watching at home, guys, Merry Christmas to you both. Now, we have got a sensational one-day special. We are so busy. We're nearly 80% gone. This card is beautiful, but you do need to know that it's a limited edition.
It is indeed, yes.
Very important to know, because if it doesn't come back, you're going to miss out. We don't want you to miss out on this. I'm first of all going to show you the chocolate, but it's no ordinary chocolate. This is a Pink Frog Crafts chocolate. I don't quite do it like
I like
that,
what you're doing there, but it's just not quite working.
No, it's not. I've got an oven in the background and everything.
Yeah.
This is your chocolate duo. Now, this is beautiful because you've got that really good weight of 400 GSM.
400 GSM and duo because you've got that lovely pearlescent on one side and then the matte on the reverse, which opens up possibilities to you because it means you can apply your oxide inks, your Versaclair, you can apply your texture paste to it. With it being 400 GSM, you can construct excellent for building frames and your card bases, because they're going to be sturdy and expensive looking.
Yeah, and that's, you know, when you want to make a card, whether you are using it as a base layer, whether you're matte and layering, or whether you just want to send a card to show them that you care. They'll know, because this is luxurious cardstock. You've also got your ice crystal. Now, this is also absolutely beautiful and goes so well with the chocolate. And you've got this, I'm going to put the chocolate down for a moment because I want to try and capture the glisten that you've got in there. It's all down to the lights, but if I just move this, I don't know if
it's almost like a little fleck, isn't it? I think that's the easiest way to put it. Like a fleck, it's subtle, it's not pearlescent because it's a matte finish. But the reason I chose to put this with the chocolate, because chocolate and cream go beautiful together, but over the years I have worked with ice crystal and I absolutely love it as a cardstock.
That is
you can
beautiful.
do so much with it.
And I think you can see now, I'm just tilting it at the right angle, I believe. Hopefully, I can see it here in the studio. I'm hoping your TVs are picking this up at home. It's almost like when you go out of a morning and all the snow is glistening from the moonlight. It's absolutely beautiful. You get 50 sheets of your ice crystal and 50 sheets of that chocolate duo. It works out as 100 pieces of cardstock for you, which works out to be 16 pence per card. Now, I know many of you go out and stock up with your bits and bobs, or maybe you've got a special project, and you might go into a store to stock up with your posh card, and you're paying at least 35, if not 45, 50 pence per sheet. And for the size that you're getting here, 15 centimetres by 42 centimetres, it does mean you can make and create some fantastic items. And along with your one-day special, you also get 10 folds. It's not to make this, but I did want to just start by showing you this because that is absolutely amazing. But the 10 folds that you get, Hazel, are going to allow you to build and create cards instantly.
Exactly. So you've got your 10 simple, not all of them are simple, but you get 10 folds. So you've got your half fold, your gate fold, your tri-fold, your side gate fold, you've got your easel with no mat. So it's basically taking your 15 by 42, scoring it where we tell you to score it, and not cutting anything off. So you've got no waste.
Oh, really?
And just an easy way to get you started. So you've got 10 samples there, which Claire made for me. Thank you so much, because she's really helped me out. And they're lovely. They're tied in with our stamps. You can emboss the cardstock. You can apply your inks onto it. Just a really beautiful finish.
Yeah, it's so effective, isn't it?
And then what I wanted to do was, on top of that, all of the samples I've got on my side are all things that you can make with the card that aren't on that sheet.
I know. I mean,
just so that you're not limited and think, well, I can make 10 cards, but what else can I do?
Of course.
This is what you can do. You can do so much. It's amazing.
Yeah, you really can. All those samples over there with Hazel. The great thing is, in the shows, we are having different demos from the ones you're getting included in the one-day special.
Yeah.
So it's a dummy. It's a double, triple whammy. It's not a dummy at all. It's a double, triple whammy, because you're getting more demonstrations, more ideas. My favourite is that. Right there, the frame, and I think that's going to be the first demonstration. But the other, what is it, a frame? Is it a card, what you've got in front of you now?
This is one of my flip-flap cards. Now, you'll see me, I come on them on the shows time and time again with these, and I make them. But this one is 15 by 42, and I just made it because I could. Because the card is 400 GSM, and so long as you know the science behind it, which is just that aperture, whatever that is, you divide it by how many pieces. So I wanted 6. My little space is 36, so each one of those is 6 centimetres, and then you just add on the width of the frame, which is 3. So I know that my little flaps need to be cut 9 centimetres by 15. That's probably just blown your mind, and I do apologise, but I just understand it. I'll try and get a demo in, not for this big one, but maybe for this smaller one. I'll try and get a demo in at some point today. I can't promise, but yeah, I just...
Talking of your flaps on the card there, I've thought of a really good idea. If you were to draw, you know those pads when you draw somebody like that and then like that and they move? You could do a design like that, and you could flippy flap, and they could, and you could have images move like that, or however.
Yes, you could. And you don't only have to have it that way, it can be this way up.
But you've made a little shelving doing it that way. That's like a little shelving.
Because if you hang it from here, that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. And then you could glue it so that...
Yes, you could.
You've made a little shelving cabinet.
Bouncy.
How amazing. You see the things that you can do when you've got the right top quality cardstock. Now remember, this is limited in the sense that we don't know whether we are going to get the chocolate duo back. 80% of the stock has gone. I think it's going to be limited in the other sense too. It's a fantastic deal. I can't believe the price. Every time I look at the screen, I'm like, I have to double check. You're saving £14, it's just $15.99. Right, let's talk your Super Smooth card next. Super Smooth is used by so many demonstrators here at Hochanda. I'm just going to grab the boards here. Now, when we say Super Smooth, I would probably think to myself, well, I can't use my watercolours on there. Surely this is just for doodling, but it's not, is it?
No. It's not. I'm just going to ask you a question. Would you like me to flip through my, rather than you holding the boards, because I know that it hurt your arms last time?
Well, they are rather heavy, and I am only small. Yes, go on then. That'll be good, actually.
There we go. So the first one here, we've got construction. So yes, you can score it. Sorry, am I right?
Yeah,
that is the right way. That's it. There we go. So you can construct with it. I've made a little frame there. Sorry, rephrase. Claire's made a little frame there. It's gorgeous, Claire.
It is, yeah.
Scrumple it up and add some ink. This one, this is the doodling, which I haven't got around to doing yet. But if you like doodling, it works perfectly. You've got your letterpress techniques. You can use it through your embossing folders. You can die cut with it. You can heat emboss. You can use your watercolour pencils, watercolour pens, and your alcohol markers as well. Real good results there.
It takes it so well.
It does, and it's seamless. You can stamp onto it. You can use your stencils. You can emboss and use your gilding waxes on there. You can emboss your stencils. You can use texture paste. Put your black gesso on there, or any other paints, whatever you fancy. Here's some more like pearlescent ones. And it's taking it beautifully. You've got your sprays. You've got your brushos with water, your faux bleaching effects. That's a baby white rubbed over a stencil. but really effective.
I love the brush shows because you know at home if you've got brush shows you need to use water with it, and for the card to be able to handle that and take that, and with all the other mediums that were being shown here, it's a one suit all, so it's ideal for you to get. And with the size being A3, of course you can cut that down into any size that you want to use it for. So it's superb value for money, saving £8, it's only $13.98, and you get 80 sheets, it's 300 GSM. And that's for your A3 size. Now, we've got some happy hour deals already. These look amazing, don't they? I'm not even touching them. You can see the colours in here. You've got your silver mirror card. Let's start here. This is $9.99. Beautiful and luxurious, but it's only for this hour. $9.99 gets you 80 sheets. It's 270 GSM. Measurements 20 by 29.7. Is that A4?
It's 1 centimetre short of A4 on the width.
Ooh, and why is it done like that?
It's just the way that it came off the size of the card.
Okay.
But so, again, it's excellent value for money at that price.
It is.
Yeah.
And you can tell the quality, can't you?
Of course you can, yeah.
I mean, there's mirror card out there and there's mirror card. And you can see here, just tilting it up, you've got that nice matte sheen to it, but also that beautiful deep mirror effect. Because
it almost looked a bit gunmetal when you did that, but I can assure you it really is mirror board, isn't it?
It is.
It's got that perfect.
It is superb. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It looks, you can see my fingers there and there. That is, wow, that is like a proper mirror.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Yeah, my thumb's there. There you go. That is like a proper mirror card. Love that. Right, if you want to get hold of your mirror card, only $9.99. Superb value for money. That is incredible. Now, we've got some rainbow mirror card for you. Love this. Look at that. You can see all of the colours in there, Hazel. Isn't that
I can't look. I'm sorry. I can't because it's affecting my eyes.
I'm going to keep that still, of course, yeah. But don't look at the screen if you do have issues with any of that. Sorry about that.
It doesn't normally. It's just today, unfortunately, but yes.
Okay.
All's good.
You've got, I think it's the lights here in the studio as well, reflecting on the card. That's why you can see all of those colours. Enjoy this, though, when you get it home. It is single-sided. It's $9.99. 827 732 is your item number. It's 300 GSM as well, so it's excellent quality. I look like a Teletubby. Don't I? Oh dear. Right, we have some more items for you. We've got some glossy accents. I love glossy accents. Are we limited stock? It doesn't surprise me. This is excellent value for money. You're not getting one, you're getting two for $13.99. 569 249 is your item number. It's by Ranger as well, so you know you're getting top quality from a top quality company. 569 249 is your item number. We've also got some removable Scotch tape, so you can use it, remove it, use it, remove it. £13.99, 999 217 is your item number, but 60% of the stock has gone of your Scotch tape. You know that name, it's synonymous with quality. We've also managed to get back some Mylar as well. Remember, we sold out in the first show. We got it back on extended delivery, dispatching on the 28th of December. So there you go, you get 6 sheets. It's fabulous for making your own stencils. So maybe you've got some dies at the moment and you're thinking, I don't know what to do with those anymore. You can make and create your own stencils, or get a craft knife safely and start cutting out your designs. Or if you've got one of the electronic cutters, you could also use that as well. How exciting, you are going to be a designer. 394204 is your item number. Right, let's head over to Hazel. We're going to see a great demonstration how you can make frames with your one-day special. Hazel.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with one of the chocolate pieces of card, and I'm going to have the pearlescent on the outside. The simplest fold that you can do, we're just going to do a half fold on this one because I want to attach a frame to the front. So we'll just pop that in half and give that a score down. There we go. Let's get that. Oh no, I need it still. I'm going to bring this in because I kind of want to just show you where we're going, okay? So that is our card fold, but then I've attached this frame to the front there.
That's a good
and then
idea.
We're adding lots of different inky techniques in as well, just for good measure, so to speak.
That'd be a good idea. You know, if you do like a little picture, like a watercolour picture, or you're painting,
You
that's
can
a card, but it's a
anything.
gift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've been making gifts like that for Christmas. I keep going to put that away. Don't put it away yet because you're not ready.
That is a great idea though. Superb.
So then I went on to my ice crystal, and to make my frame, what I want to do is just pop it in. I'm going to cut it off. Now normally I would say that the card is 21, but I'm going to cut it at 22 because I do want to add a tab to the frames. It just makes them nice and tucked in tight on the corners there. So 22, and then you're going to rotate that round and cut it off at 7.5. Now it's important to say, don't worry if you don't catch all of these, because you do get your instruction sheet with the one day special to make frames, and you also get it for your 10 card folds, and then we've also popping in the memory book ones as well. So you'll have a lot to keep you occupied.
Okay.
So this one then I would cut off at, was it 16? Yeah, 16. So it's only going to take me one sheet of the ice crystal to make the frame. Okay. I'm going to rotate that round, cut that at 7.5, and they are my 4 sides.
I'm thinking if you've got pictures at home that you want to put on the wall, it's expensive to buy frames now. Even at some of the economic shops, it's still expensive, especially if you've got, you know, 4 or 5 pictures you want to put up.
Yeah, and I mean, we discussed earlier because you'd got a nice picture, and I can quickly work things out, but it doesn't matter what it is. I could frame this. I could frame this. I could frame my stamping platform.
Could you frame me?
If I'd got, I don't want to sound rude, but yes, if my card was big enough, I could. And I'd, obviously you're not big, but you know what I mean.
That's all right, Hazel.
Shut up, Hazel. Right, 0.5 centimetre. We've got the short edge at the top. Then we're going to 1.5, and then we're going 4 and 5. Rotate clockwise so that you've got that short edge at the top. That thin one, that's going to be your sticky down tab.
Okay.
Then we're going to do 1 centimetre and then 3.5 just to that second line. Now what that does, now I can get rid of it. We want to make, it's going to probably be hard for you to see this, but we want to make a little tab. So I'm just going to kind of at an angle cut out, and then going to fold that back because I want to keep it safe. I want to keep that tab there.
Okay.
So we cut this piece away and then snip at an angle to the bottom of that score line that we've done to the second line. Then if I just turn that round, we can snip that away. It's at this point that I then add on my red liner tape. Now I'm going to choose 3mm because I've only got a 0.5 centimetre tab, so I know that that will fit in there perfectly. And I do believe we have got a mix on the website, but we've also got some singles available. So if you only like using the 3mm, we've got a bundle of 3mm, and the same for the 6mm, the 9mm and the 12mm.
There you go, there is what you're getting, $9.99, and they're in bundles of 5. So you've got the 3mm for $9.99, 115 metres in total. There's options for 6, 9 and 12 if you want. It's all the same price, isn't it? $9.99 whether you're going for 6, 9 or 12?
I'm not sure. I know
the 6mm is $11.99
yes,
because you're getting more.
Yes, the quantities differ. So as you go up the millage,
the
quantities go down.
Yes.
Because obviously they get more expensive the wider that they are.
The 6mm, you get 4 of those, so 4 of those together. Still excellent value for money and a great way to stock up as well. It is raining outside. We can hear the rain on the roof.
I was going to say that and I thought, am I allowed to? It's really raining.
I know, I just
might have to swim home.
At Matt and I went, is it raining? And it's plummeting down. So if you are at home, well, you will be because you're watching us, unless you're watching us on the app. Just stay in and enjoy the shows and let's get crafty together.
Right, so at this point I face down. If I was making this frame here where I've got lots of detail and that on there, it's at this point that I'd get my ink pads out and I'd be waving them over there, or if I'm going to stamp onto it. You do that before you fold it normally, but this one in particular is going to be plain because I'm going to put something else on the top. So you turn it over and fold all of those score lines toward you, and then take off your backing, fold on the second line.
What's the mill of the tape you're using now again? 3mm.
3,
great.
yeah. fold it on the second line down and then bring the bottom up, and that naturally finds its place, and then fold it that way so you get that perfect shape.
Can I ask a question, Hazel? You know you're using the 3mm at the moment.
Yes.
Could you still use the 3mm if your folds were bigger, or would you recommend going for a larger width
I would
of tape?
go up the millage. I like that word. I'm just going to use it because I do like it. So, for instance, if my tab was 1 centimetres, I would use the 9mm, which is that one, because it's just short of the 1 centimetre. If I'd got a 1.5 centimetre, I'd go for my 12mm and do it that way, because you want to put your red liner tape down, but you don't want to interfere with the fold line, so it needs to be a bit smaller, really.
So it might be worthwhile having a look at the different millage.
Millage, yes, indeed.
Coin a phrase, I love that. And treat yourself to maybe a couple of the sizes. It's always handy to have, when all Leicester then, it's always handy to have, isn't it?
So at this stage, just take off the little bits of tape that you popped on your tabs and get them all the same way around. Now, because it's not a square frame, you need to be mindful that you've got them in the right order. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And how do I know? Because I've done it wrong before. So you just push your finger in there and stick that tab down, move it along, stick the next one in, and just do that on all 4. That gives you your little sausagey train, and then you're going to need some tacky glue. And now, just in here, this flat area, that's where you're going to glue. Okay. But you can also put a little bit on that side. So I'm going to put one on there.
And what glue are you using there?
This is our new glue, which will be here soon. Okay. I think it's actually landing tomorrow, but I think we'll have it on our next show, which is when Claire's here, which will be the 7th of January.
Fabulous.
It just got held up with everything that's going on.
Did it get stuck in the ports?
Yes, it did.
Hopefully it'll come unstuck soon.
You just fold those in on themselves, look. Yep. That catches round. When you get to the last one, just tuck that last tab in and then give it a little tap. Make sure it's all in. Use your mat, because you don't, if I squash it that way, look, it goes wonky. So make sure that you're all nice and tight. We want it nice and square. Use your mat to help you. Got you. When you're happy with that, turn it over. This is where, if any little corners are sticking out, just get your scissors and snip them off. Got you. It's just where you've scored and you've perhaps not cut up the line straight. So get rid of that. 12mm, this is where this comes in too. I'm just going to put, you see, like, because I'm using the 12, it's covering up all of that area for me. So I'm not going to have to put, if I was using 3mm, I'd want to put 2 strips of each down there. So that's that.
If I wanted to decorate the frame, would we do that before or after?
Exactly before. Right. I'm not going to say you weren't listening, but I did say.
I'm just thinking people join us every 6 minutes
Okay, I'll let you off.
Yeah,
so
got out of that one.
Keep it flat and add your inks, and even if you're stamping, like on occasions, I've put my picture this stamps round there. Yeah. The little buildings, and they look amazing. They really do. So now I can either stick onto there like that, or I do prefer to do that, get it lined up and drop that flat down. So that's given me my card. I then, and I have prepared some bits, I wanted to cut a frame from the chocolate to go on there. Yeah. So, but I also, this was by accident, I cut it at the wrong size. So I had to take another ½ centimetre off. So now I've got 2 frames, and I really liked that to go inside. Oh, yeah. So I did it wrong again on purpose so that I'd got that extra bit. But that's just done on your trimmers. We do lots of those on here. Yeah. But the size of the card is 14.5 by 20.5, and it's a 2 centimetre frame. And then that's a ½ centimetre frame.
And this is true card making, isn't it?
It is. You are making it from scratch.
I love that.
Let's go down for a little bit of this. So, a bit of speckled egg. And now, I'm going to go...
Is this the musical notes that
you're using? This is the musical one from the Rose set.
This is from the Rose stamp set. And you've got musical notes. It's absolutely beautiful, it really is. And they're at great prices. It's the A5 floral stamp set, $14.95. You've got a few options. So that's your sunflower wishes with your happy birthday with love and best wishes. That's your decorative sunflower. I do like that one. Then you've got your daisies, beautiful, with the bees and the dragonflies and leaves. And then you've got flowers and verses. I think that could be a cornflower there. £14.95, 989782. We've also got the magnificent texture stamps. I love these, oh my word. And in the earlier show, Hazel was demonstrating the fact that you can put these side by side if it's the same one, and it's just seamless, so you can extend that pattern. It really is beautiful. I've got a lovely sample here. The rose stamp set that Hazel's using, it comes with card. And you've got the musical notes stamp that Hazel is using now. You've got the beautiful roses alongside that pink and red. It's true red, it's true green, and I do believe that goes through to the core.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm learning, I really am. Look at this. Isn't that fabulous? Absolutely love this. So this has been used with that textured stamp, using that lovely One Day Special cardstock. Isn't that fabulous?
I love the, I've got a couple of pieces here which I will show you because they were from yesterday's show, but the first thing I wanted to do was just show everybody by just dragging a pad at different angles across. It made this beautiful patterned cardstock that you can then proceed to die cut, and it matched in with my theme. So this is the ice crystal. Now normally that size card to decorate would absolutely scare me.
Yeah.
But to be able to build up your pattern papers, because it's going to be chopped into portions, it really doesn't matter, but that's got 3 colours on there. And then these were the other sorts. So this was a pickup, and in the break, what I've done is I've cut them all to size and inked around them, but they're different pickups. So off my glass mat, off my heat-proof mat, off my mixed media mat, getting them wet, spritzing them, and just different pickups. They'll all go into my memory book at the end. Do you know what I mean? If I get chance, I'll be popping them in during the show, but they're going to be little pages for, but yeah, love this type of...
Oh my word, I like that.
That's on the Star pop-out, Star triple card that you've got that way. In fact, I've got one here, look at the background on here. It's got the texture stamps on there, it's got the script on there. Opening it up, Lucina, no, you've got it.
Yeah, I've got one here.
This one's not finished.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'll just open that up and turn that around. And all this was made with the One Day Special cardstock that we've got.
2 sheets of card. That's it.
Wow.
1 chocolate, 1 cream.
I've got something to tell you. I've got something to tell you.
Starry eyes.
Starry, starry eyes. Oh dear. Hey, why erase a lifetime of laughter, eh? That's what I always say. I've got news for the One Day Special. We're limited stock. Limited stock. Oh, we've got another show at 4 o'clock. People buying between... I don't know whether we'll get any more. Remember, this is limited, as in after the One Day Special finishes, whether we get any extended delivery or not, we're not sure whether it's coming back. It is a fabulous deal and it's absolutely beautiful. This is going to be fantastic for your masculine cards, your grungy cards. It's beautiful to add pops of colour to as well. So you can really make your cards pop out. That beautiful chocolate duo card, which is fantastic. Also with your One Day Special, you get 10 folds, which means you can fold instantly your card into 10 different looking cards, easel cards, gatefold cards, and really become that paper engineer similar to our Hazel. I say similar because Hazel is out of this world. She really is at what she does. And if you are as good as Hazel, email in and let's see your designs. We'd love to see them. So all of that, you'll now become a paper engineer. Only if you get it in your basket. 580989 is your item number, saving £14, 100 sheets of cardstock. It is amazing value for money, and that's why we're limited stock. Back to Hazel.
Yes, right, so all I've done is I've stuck my frame onto the front. So that's given me a lovely little border around there, and I've got the little detail showing from the oxide, the chalk showing up on that frame there. Just kept it subtle. Inside I have prepared a piece of paper the crystal, and I've just scuffed some ink on it, and I'm going to show you how I achieve that on this piece.
I'm loving this grungy look that you're going for, Hazel.
I can't get away from this colour combo. I love it to bits. I promised I'd move on to other colours, but I just saw this demo and I thought, oh, one more.
Shows it off well.
Yes, so all I did to come up with that is I've got my speckled egg, and it literally is the easiest thing in the world to do. Just drag. It's the edge of the pad that you're putting on there, just different areas. You haven't got to think. Don't think too much. Just apply the ink down. We'll just put a few. Look, I've got a big scuff there, but it doesn't matter. It's going to add to the flavour.
Yeah.
I'll put a darker bit down there as well. Then I'm going to dib in, and I'm going to use some of my miler. Now, all this is, if you can imagine, 4 of those together, that's one of your 12 by 12 sheets.
And you made these
I've made all of those.
Miler.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get your simple shape dies, you just lay it on the top, you put it through your machine, and hey presto, you've made yourself a stencil for 50p.
I think that's
all it's cost you. So I'm going to use the circle one, and I'm just going to lay on there. Oh, that's the wrong one. Don't cross-contaminate. Let's have a little bit of that one on.
Now you're getting 6 sheets of your Mylar for $11.99. It's 350 microns, so it's a good weight to work with. If you've got your electronic cutting machines, you could use it in that, following the instructions on your machine, to start to create your own stencils. This is what Hazel did earlier on with the stars. I love that. I think it's fabulous. Stars, circles, all those different shapes that you are going to make. So not only are you going to become a paper engineer, you're also going to make your own stencils. You'll have your own business, and you'll be here on Hochanda before we know it. 394204 is your item number, but nearly 80% of the stock has gone. How exciting. I bet you've had all of these ideas for different techniques and stencils. Maybe you've never really seen the stencil that you've wanted. Now you can make that your own design. How exciting. 394204 is your item number, and you get 6 sheets. It's 12 by 12. It's very, very easy to cut down if you want to go for that. Right, back to Hazel.
So I'm going to take the music note stamp. I've just put 3 of the different circles down there, and I'm just going to randomly pop a little bit. It doesn't matter where. I just want a little bit in the background because I've got some other pieces to go on there. So when I made my Mylar stencil, the dies that I used, I took advantage and cut some different card pieces ready to lay onto here. Now this, I don't want them all chocolate, so I'm just going to go over, if I can hold it, and add some of the teal, the peacock feathers on the top of there, because that's going to really bounce out. And I actually do want to ink around this one. Hope I don't get it inky. We'll take some peacock feathers. I know I'm going to do it. And then we'll just add a spot of colour around there.
I think now, pink would look nice.
It
with this
would.
cardstock,
Pink and teal look
yeah.
gorgeous together. If you get to this stage and you think, I've put too much on now, I'm going to go all over it, look. I have stamped this with one of our sentiments from, I think it's Sunflower Wishes.
I think it's one of the floral
Yeah,
stamps.
we just had it on screen, didn't we? I'm just going to spot a little bit of water on there.
From the sunflower, there you go. That is one of my favourite stamp sets of the choices.
It's just one of them that I think you're going to come back to time and time again.
Yeah, I think you've got something for every kind of card in there. But you do have other choices to have a look at. That is your decorative sunflowers. You've got your daisies, they've got the bees and the dragonflies, and you've got your flowers and verses. I think that's a cornflower. Someone was telling me, actually.
I think...
Was it you told me that they use the cornflower in France for a remembrance flower like the poppy?
It wasn't me, no.
Yeah, somebody told me that. So in France they use the cornflower, the blue cornflower, because it's a similar topic really. And then they use the poppy. We use the poppy here in the UK, but I found that interesting. Yeah, the cornflower in France. There you go.
Right, so I'm just going to layer that up, get it as central as I can. I want it to slide a bit, and then I'm just going to pop in just a little portion.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not even going to ink it back up, just to add a little bit of interest on there, just to tie in with the theme. So then we've got these little bits that we're going to stick down. So I'll just add a little bit of glue around. Normally I would say lay them out, see exactly where you want them, but do you know what? It's going to be one of them things, the more you mess with it, the harder, and you're like, oh, shall I put it there?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stick them on and hope for the best.
I think you're right. I think sometimes that's the best way to do it.
It is. And do you know what? The best cards are made really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, when you've forgotten someone's birthday and they're walking down the street and you're like, oh, I haven't done their card. You leg it upstairs and you'd get your
quickly
stuff
make
out.
that card.
It's like, and they go, oh, what a lovely card. And
Oh,
that whole thing.
Must have took you ages to make
yeah. It so didn't. Right, and then that last one is just going to pop on there, and it just matches the theme. I think that one does need, had them in my hand.
What are you looking for?
The foam pads. They were literally.
They were, and I can't help you.
Well, do you know
I'd like
what?
to help you, but I can't help you.
That
Are they in the
is-
front under your miler?
No, because I just literally got a bit off there and I put them there. I bet you're all screaming at the telly saying, do you know what? We're going to glue it because I
Yes,
think
it's
it'd
like
look
one of
nice
those-
glued.
Oh, they're not they're just at the top of the card, are they? Look, 2 foam pads at the top, near the circles. Go down a bit.
That's the
Yeah.
paper.
Oh, no, that's not it.
That's the paper. I cut that off.
Oh, I thought that was it. It's not under the distress oxide, is it? You're not put your distress oxide on top of them? No.
That
it's
is
like
a
a
mystery.
game,
It's
isn't
a
it? I like
mystery. I
this.
like it. I like it. My foam pad's on a strip and I just don't know. It's fine. We've got over it.
If anybody can rewind their satellite box right now and then fast forward back to real time
It's
and then
fine.
email in, please let us know what Hazel did with her foam pads before the end of the show. studio@hochanda.com. We will find those foam pads and reunite them with Hazel if we can. With your
Right.
help.
Just pop that in there. Now there's one thing that I need to do. I wanted to put a sentiment in there. Look, I've got it
Okay.
already in my platform,
Yep.
but I've already stuck it in.
Okay.
So I'm just going to, there's 2 things you can do here because this will happen to you at home, I'm sure of it. I could stick it on a block
Yeah.
and do the classic thing that we all do and go, I'll just stick that there and mis-stamp it and
Yeah.
think, oh.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of these pieces of card. I'm going to ink up. Again, I could have done it in my stamping platform, and I normally would.
I think this one is from Flowers and Verses.
It is indeed.
Hope lovely surprises
one
are
of
coming
my
your way.
favourite sets. So I
Can we say
think
Merry Christmas to our USA viewers? It's about this time of day they start to join us, so Merry Christmas to everyone over in America. It's lovely to have your company.
I can say Merry Christmas, Uncle David.
Oh, is he in America?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Is that how you say it?
Connecticut? Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connecticut. Is that near Cincinnati?
Right, so just chop that down just so that it matches there. Then we can just apply a little bit of ink. I'm going to go for my Sweet Poppy brushes because these are amazing. And it's going to give me that lovely soft blend around there just to tie in. And then that's just going to layer on and nobody would know any difference. It just gives you a little bit more.
Yeah.
If I wanted to take it another step further, I can add on some, put my miler on there, but I'm
Yeah.
just going to keep it nice and
I guess if
simple.
you wanted to raise it up, you could use your foam pads as
You
well.
could
but
if you could find them. It would be an excellent thing to do.
Please, if anybody can rewind the show and find them, we are all intrigued as to where they've gone.
So that just finishes that off. We'll turn that around for you.
Oh, that is lovely, Hazel. What a fantastic card. And it's so interesting because someone will receive that, they'll open it up and they'll go, wow, this is amazing. And then you could actually cut that in half and put the front on your wall
Yes.
as a picture.
Yeah, that more often than not, if I do a frame card, I try not to put happy birthday in it.
Yeah.
I try and keep it kind of quite versatile so
Yes.
that people can reuse them and pop them on their walls. Yeah, you're right.
I think that's fabulous. And just watching the ease of use and the easy way that the inks were going onto the card, it was taking it so well and it came together so perfectly. Remember, you do get 10 folds included with your one-day special, and that's so you can start to make and create different style cards. So maybe you like this one, which is the tri-fold card. So you might want to go for that one. Have you found your foam? She's found it. Where were they?
They were literally by my scissors, but they were upside down.
Oh, well, there you go.
So sorry.
Everything looks different when it's upside down. So whether you're going from the traditional card to something which is rather extra special, like a stand or an easel style card, what would we call this one? What's the name for?
An inverted stepper.
An inverted stepper, there you go. But you've never even heard of that. Now you're going to be making it, because it does make a difference when you're sending cards to have them looking not only spectacular with your artwork, but also fabulous in the folding mechanisms that you are now going to create, because you're going to become a card engineer. 580989 is your item number, but we are limited. We are very limited, and this is limited stock. Well, not limited stock, it's a limited edition, should I say. So we're not sure whether the chocolate duo is coming back, but it is limited stock with your one-day special. 50 sheets of each of the chocolate duo, and the ice crystal works out to be 16 pence per sheet. It's a bargain. So we have Mirror Card for you, and you get 80 sheets, and it's $9.99, and it's only $9.99 for another 20 minutes because it's a happy hour deal. It is top quality Mirror Card. It really is absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got your Rainbow Mirror Card. This is on the same deal. It's $9.99, but it's only for another 20 minutes. 300 GSM. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now let's come back to the Mylar. Oh my word. Now, stencils are fabulous, aren't they? Because they add extra detail, they help you add layers to it as well. This is going to give you a chance to make your own stencils. This is an example that Hazel has put together. What you will be getting are your 12 by 12, 6 of them in total, Mylar sheets. They're 350 micron. There you go. And you can cut them into sets of 4 if you want to build up your stencils. You can make one big stencil if you like. It's going to be entirely up to you, but that's an idea that's Hazel put together. So this means you've got your innies and your outies when it comes to your stencils. 394204 is your item number. Limited stock though, $11.99. $11.99. So check out your happy hour deals and all the other accessories like your red liner tape and your glossy accents. Oh, we're limited for the glossy accents actually. Check those out on the website. You can pop them into your basket and check on out. £13.99. We've also got the masket sheets. Now these were busy earlier on. It's a great way of building up your compositions on your cardstock by using your masking sheets. You can stamp out your stamps on the masket sheets, cut them out, then you can keep them and keep reusing them. You get 10 in total. Maybe you are doing some kind of workshop. This would be perfect for that. But we are 80% of the stock gone. 80% already gone. $9.99, $9.76, $5.69. Head to the website to see all the items we've got available for you. Right, foam pads in hand. Let's head back to Hazel. How long have we got left on the show? 10 minutes. 10 minutes, Hazel.
Right, no problem. Okay, so I've just gone ahead. We're going to make an easel card, which it's not on the instruction sheet, but we're going to start off with the chocolate duo. We'll just do the fold.
Yep.
So it's halfway, which is 21, and half of that, which is 10.5. And what that's going to do
again, Hazel.
is really bad.
Yeah, if you can hear anything at home, like in the background, 'cause sometimes, you know, we've got a flat roof here at Hochanda, but we're never flat when we're inside, but you can hear the rain. So if you are hearing something, oh, what's that? It's the rain. You'll probably see it if you look out the window.
Okay, so that was my half fold. I folded it in. That is going to be the base for our easel. And then I got another sheet, cut it in half, and I'm going to attach it onto there. So that's going to, I'll do it this way so you can see better. Yeah, so that will then go flat, and I've proceeded and done my bit. So I've cut myself some ice crystal to mat and layer on there, and I just quickly, and you can see how quickly I've done it because I've got sponge marks and everything, I just scrubbed it around. So I've got a little bit of ground espresso going around there. And then I've chosen the wreath sunflower one. Now, I get confused, decorative sunflowers, that one's from.
Yeah.
Let's just, I can't find the sheet that's going to, oh, there it is. I've been good, I've stuck it back in place. So, shouldn't do that.
I really like the brightness of the middle now. Now you've got that grungy effect going around the outside.
Yeah, it's going to give a nice contrast. Yeah. So I've just, this is the biggest block I've got, but I just want to use these three here. Now I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough. This is probably one of my driest pads because it's one that I use the most.
Now, just while you are putting that ink on, I've got some news for everyone at home. The glossy accents have sold out, so well done everyone that managed to get hold of those. It's not a competition. I say well done because these are absolutely fantastic value for money. £13.99, but they've gone and sold out. So I can't tell you any more about those, I'm afraid, but enjoy using them when you get them home. Back to Hazel.
Okay, so I'm just taking advantage and using this just to stamp a few bits around the outside. Obviously, the more that you stamp on there, the more you've got to paint in. I'm going to keep it trimmed down a little bit because obviously I know we're going to struggle on time. I've got so much more to show you. I'm just going to add, and obviously when you're at home, I never stamp like this, but for speed, I'm just doing it like this in the studio. So I've got a few different sunflowers there. I think that'll do us. And then on one of the other sets, I think it's called Floral Verses, there is a lovely leaf set. And I'm going to just stamp some of those in. Now, I'm going to do one thing. This is the card. This is what we're actually doing, look. So I've come around, I've put my sunflowers in. We're going to use some of the mylar. We're going to use some of the leaves around there and a bit of stenciling. So it's a real nice mix on this one. And look how gorgeous that bee is on there.
Yeah.
It's really popular. Look at my hands.
That looks really interesting.
Effective.
Hazel, I'll tell you something else that's interesting, if you don't mind me interrupting.
Okay.
Because I have to, actually. We've sold out.
My word.
The one-day special is all in baskets. Make sure you check out. So if you're on the website, head to the checkout, just click on check on out, and then that's done. If you're on the phones, we will check you out. If any bounce back, we will let you know, but it has sold out. Oh my goodness, I knew we were having a busy show, But we are using the mylar at the moment, and Hazel has made a stencil.
I have. So I'm just adding a little bit more interest in there with the circles in the background. And I'm also going to bring in, you see now, I'm not going to be able to find that one, am I?
Now what you're looking for?
Well, I'm looking for a stencil and it's not the one that I want, but I'm just going to use this one anyway.
Which one do you want? Because I have a star stencil over here that we can get to you.
No, it's fine because I didn't want stars. I just wanted, it was a little backgrounded one, but it's fine. Okay. Anything will do. That's like going from organised to not in 20 seconds.
You're doing a marvellous job, Hazel.
I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow into this background, and it's just to tie in the sunflowers, and it doesn't have to be all over. It's just kind of random little bits, and it takes your eye off the edge of that brown there. And then I'm going to go for probably one of my most favourite stamps. We're going to have
is this the musical one again?
This is the script from the poppy.
Ah, the script from the poppy. This is a lovely set.
Yeah. So again, we're just going to pop down a few little random bits in that background.
So that's your poppy stamp, and you're also getting your true red. We'll have a look at that. There you go. You get your 10 sheets of your A4. It's true red. It's a beautiful red. Oh my goodness, it really is. And then you're getting that lovely stamp set. You've got the poppies, your seed pods, You've got with sympathy and so sorry. You also have that text in there as well. That is a marvellous stamp set for $14.95. It really is. And you're saving money on that. So treat yourself. 441 936. And of course, pop it for any occasion. But you do have the additional text and so sorry and with sympathy in there as well.
Okay, so all I'm doing, I've just stamped the leaves down and I'm just using a water brush just to pull the colour and colour them in. I'm not doing anything fancy with them. I just want a little bit of detail. I'm going to be careful of that sunflower. If you wanted to make them darker, just add a little bit more colour in. And then once I've done that, I'm going to ink some more up and just put a few black ones over the top. I was tidy and I put that back. And it just brings in like the bumblebees and things like that. Just brings the black into the picture. There we go. So from there, I'm going to leave those ones uncoloured actually. Then we'll have a little bit of the wild honey and a water brush.
Now, if anybody wants to follow you, Hazel, and find out more information, how can they do that?
I have my own page. It's called Dragon's Papercraft.
Okay.
I put loads of stuff on there, different workshops and everything. I also post on Pink Frog's page as well. We do little videos, little tutorials. There's lots going on in the background. So, yeah.
Lots of places to see Hazel and lots of places to see us as well. Of course, you can watch us on the app. You can download that for free to your Android or your iOS devices. On the computers, you can watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on your satellite box. You can watch us on Roku. You can watch us on FreeSat. You might be watching us on that already. But it's fantastic because it means you can take Hochanda wherever you go. So if you're upstairs, downstairs, or even in my lady's chamber, you'll be able to craft away and watch Hochanda.
Now, you can probably notice that I really am not taking any time. I'm literally just chucking the ink on, but it's still looking really, really effective.
I do like that. What's the yellow you're using?
It's wild honey, and it is, again, it's one of my favourites. You know, I get into a rut with these inks because, I mean, yes, I've got them all. Do I use them all?
Well, if you've got your style, you're putting your stamp on it.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking of stamps, we're now going to pop some more on here. We want a sentiment. I'm going to put birthday wishes this time, not happy birthday, just because we've got that choice there.
Yeah.
And I'm also, that is off of Sunflower Wishes. I also, from the daisy set, I'm going to use a couple of these gorgeous little bumblebees. If I've got a little block.
We've only got 2 minutes left of the show.
Let's get
as Hazel's making this card, actually, let's
bumbies.
wish everybody a happy birthday whose birthday falls on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Because lots of people's
They
birthday
do, yes.
fall on Christmas Day, and they only sometimes get one present and a Christmas card. We must remember to get birthday cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Paola's birthday is on Christmas Day.
I thought, you know, that when you said that, I thought, did she just wish Paola a happy birthday? And then I thought, no, I don't think I remember her saying her name. That's because I've got my head into me bumblebees, look. So for this last one, it will be a platform because I don't want to do it wrong at this stage.
Now, can I just remind people of the happy hours? We're cutting that out. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got your mirror card, top quality mirror card as well. It's single-sided. If you want with your mirror card, you can use this with your die cuts. You can add a bit of gesso to here, add a bit of texture, and really go to town on that mirror card. Absolutely. Even make some little, what do you call those? Little mirror things that you put on fabric. Shisha mirrors. Yes, you could make some of those. Did I say it right?
I said sequins. What did you say?
What did I say? Shisha mirrors. Shisha mirrors.
Okay.
You can make sequins as well, yeah. That's your mirror card. And we've got rainbow cards. You can make a whole host of things with your rainbow card. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful. 827-732. This is your happy hour deal. It will be going back up at the top of the hour. She's only moments away. £9.99. Excellent bargain. 50 sheets of that. We've had some right cracking bargains on the show today.
We have. So this is the base. I've already done it because I kind of knew that I'd be in this situation. I've just looked my foam tapes on and prepared.
Well done.
So good. Line that up to the corner, and then we're just going to stick that one on there. So a bit of tacky. Could use your red liner tape.
Left, Hazel.
We're going to do it.
You can do it.
We're definitely going to do it. Chuck me glue down there. That gives us a gorgeous... Now, one thing I haven't done is coloured in my birthday wishes, but if I turn that around to you...
Fabulous.
How gorgeous does that look?
Oh, Hazel, have a lovely Christmas. This is my last show for today, so have a great
Christmas to you. Thank you for working with me. I've had a ball.
No, thank you. I love work. In fact, you've inspired me now. I want to go home and get all grunged up. Story of my life, really. Have a great day. We've got more coming up for you here on Hochanda after the break, but do check out your basket.